complain about it.
I got magic hands.
It must have been PBKAC.
Nope.
Nope, it wasn't. It's two simple
It was me.
buttons. Nope, it wasn't. Two simple buttons.
Is that Ken Stout Live is live now. I got a live button.
Okay, that's interesting. I turned my video on and I still have the avatar. Oh, what a night. Hello, everybody, and Merry Christmas. Welcome in to December 25th, 2023. Almost said 25. Had to turn my audio down. Been a weird day. Yeah, I'd go back a few years for sure. We have Greg, we have Sam, we have William Jeffson. Wow, Jose Alvarez joins us early tonight.
Whoa.
Darren Gilholm and Chris Garrett. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello.
According to the mixer, you are going out live. I don't have my audio on any longer, so I do not know. Tony says normal. Tony was first. Sin Vicious was second. Greg Dye, for some odd reason, was third. He was making a Christmas pork roast, which sounds really good. Sam says hello. Josh Fortnite Kinder said Merry Christmas, and Zoom Home E and everyone in chat. Apparently, he's not back from his friends yet because he's not scheduled. He did schedule a stream at 7. He's still not streaming, so I'm guessing he's still out. BH Ringer says hi. He said something. Howdy ho ho everyone. Trev says hello Ski Man, and Chris say Merry Christmas, and Rick says he'll be here for a little while. He's got family coming over, and then he will be enjoying Christmas with family. So I hope everyone had a good Christmas. I had a great Christmas, and it continues
Tiring
tomorrow.
Christmas.
Do what?
Tiring. I've been up since 7 on my feet since 7 o'clock this morning, except to sit down for half an hour to eat.
That was us
And I still
yesterday.
got some stuff left to wash after it soaks.
Josh Kidner says he is over at a friend's house. I figured he was. And he had mentioned something about he didn't know if he was going to make streaming or not. And we have Jim joining us tonight early. Hello, Jim. Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. And the dog and the cat.
Only the dog.
Bambi.
Okay.
Can't forget Bambi.
Okay.
Well, you showed us Bambi earlier this year, remember?
Oh, well, yeah, okay. Although I thought Bambi was female. I could be wrong.
Oh, so the one out back behind you was male?
You didn't see the horns?
Apparently
No,
not.
Bambi is a male,
Is he? Okay.
if I remember right, because at the end
Well, I
of the
think Bambi was
movie,
female.
after he grows up, he
Yep, he's a
imitates
male.
his father.
Oh, was he?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, that's
Male.
it. Good night. My night's ruined.
Your whole childhood is ruined.
It'd take more than Bambi to do that, but yeah.
I was just going to say it's going to take more than that.
Yeah, way more than that. I suppose next you're going to tell me the Wizard of Oz wasn't real.
What?
But
Exactly.
Where'd you hear that?
Now, if you're-
Josh Kinder says for me to check my email. I shall do that, Josh.
If you're involved with a bunch of deer, I have one piece of advice for you. Don't feed venison to your dog.
Oh no.
Really?
Yes. Well, at least not indoors in a closed room where you're near the dog.
Oh, well, okay.
You will know it soon enough.
Oh, okay. I think he's trying to tell us it's like what happens to the human body when you get one of those really interesting wines like Thunderbird or Night Train.
Or beans.
And Jose's audio is bleeding through.
Oh, I'm sorry, big mommy. But anyways, I just wanted to say I would like to meet a Bambi for maybe 20 years.
A male Bambi?
No.
I'm
No,
not going there. I'm
No,
not going there.
a female Bambi.
You don't have one in the harem already?
That's the only Bambis I want.
Oh, I thought your new interest name was Bambi, the comedian.
No, negative. That's her nickname. Her stage name is the Spicy Latina.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Josh, I'll see what I can do. I don't make you any promises, but I'll see what I can do. Bambi on the block. Yeah, 50-50 on. Ski Man says 50-50 on Oz. Yeah. So, real quick update. Last night they were shorthanded to the point they actually called Mrs. K and asked her to work. Tonight they are overstaffed. Go figure. Now, not to be a Debbie Downer or whatever, but I told her, I says, well, don't, it's not 6:30 tomorrow morning. You made it through the entire night being overstaffed. You might be counting your chickens before they hatch, because who knows what's going to happen at 10 o'clock. Everybody could go home and you're stuck by yourself again. They had scheduled a potluck dinner tonight for Christmas, and two people, one of which was Mrs. K. She made lumpia, and the other one brought in food. That's it. Overstaffed, brought in food. Go figure. Someone caught rumor that they were going to have food, and they volunteered to work. So what happened? Kind of been
Wanted to come in, didn't want to come bring any food.
And didn't want to bring any food. Correct. Yes. So, been an interesting day in football. I see where Kansas City got beat by Las Vegas.
Yeah, I just saw that. That's hard to believe, but there it is.
Apparently they played that in Kansas City, did they not?
Don't know. I just saw the score a little bit ago. I have no
Yeah,
idea what it was.
I think it was. I'm not 100% sure. I spent a little bit of time on the computer doing a few things. At one point in time today on the game, I was up to 1782. Then reality set in, and the game realized who was playing, and I'm back to 1754. I still don't know what happened on that.
Speaking of the computer, you are steady at 558.
Yeah, I'm slowly building back up on my own now, which is kind of neat. It'll take, I have to listen to myself. It takes time. It's not a sprint. It's not going to happen overnight. That which did happen overnight was done through the help of someone that said, hey, I can help you out and get you what you need. And she came through. Lumpia, if that's it, I'm gonna do a little bit of lumpia on. I'm not going to on the 12-hour debacle. Mrs. K is going to cook lumpia. I'm going to figure out a way to show her doing that live. I still haven't figured out how I'm going to do that yet, but I'm a trained professional with 3 hours and 15 seconds of experience. I will figure it out.
Your phone won't it link to your computer wirelessly and broadcast on YouTube? I mean, in other words, can't you use your phone as a wireless camera?
I should be able to, yes.
That app, I forgot the name of the app.
What are the what's the main ingredient in lumpia, or however you pronounce that?
Beef or chicken or pork or shrimp or any kind of meat you want, and then carrots, onions, garlic, a little bit of seasoning, and then you wrap it in an egg roll wrapper.
Actually, that sounds very good.
It's very good. I had 6 for dinner tonight,
Whoa.
She made 30. I get 6. I think she's trying to tell me something. Long Dog joins us in chat. Merry Christmas to Long Dog. Merry Christmas to everyone. Merry Christmas to everyone, all the homies, all the subscribers, all the people who are not subscribed who do watch. And according to my analytics, I have a lot of people that aren't subscribed that watch. Now, speaking of analytics, I got my weekly recap today, and it was rather depressing to see all of this up, and then reality sets in, and it dropped back down to nothing on both subscribers and views.
Lots of watchers who aren't subscribed. You have secret admirers.
I do? Oh, yeah, because they're not subscribed, sure. Just don't tell Mrs. K. Hopefully she's not watching.
Well, we won't let Mrs. K know about all the ladies in the Philippines that are watching you.
Yeah, that's probably wise. Let me know, though, please. After the show's over, please let me know.
Well, it's interesting. On the phone, when I'm on YouTube stuff on the phone, I don't see it much on the computer. I get 1 or 2 ads a day, trying to connect me to what appear to be very good-looking ladies in the Philippines.
What? No, the Russian brides?
No.
There's something wrong
bah, humbug.
Our crock pot chicken was good.
Yep.
Oh, the lumpia is delicious. I can't, I mean, it's absolutely fantastically delicious. What did they do with pop-out? Did they do away with pop-out chat? Oh, please tell me they didn't change this.
I popped it out.
Oh, I found it. Pop-out chat. Bring it over here. That's what I thought it said. It says Bah Hamburg instead of. So last night we had Hanbun or whatever Greg had. I can't even remember. And then tonight we have Bah Hamburg. I believe it's Bah Humbug, but not 100% sure. Looking forward to this time next week when we will be coming off the 12 hours of the debacle, which will be a few hours ago. Actually, be about 12 hours ago from now. So it's 9:43 now. So the goal is to go from 9 to 9. I could pull a Josh Kinder though. I could do 9 to 11 and say, "Oh, I can't do it no more," and that would be the 12 hours, and then reschedule it and then not do anything. So no, I truly am looking forward to the 12 hours on the right hand. And on the left hand, I am scared to death of it. Other than a couple of people, I don't have anything lined up as far as content to keep people engaged and watching. Possibly I'll think of something between now and then. I do not know. Yeah, I seen the Feliz Navi don't. I think, as a matter of fact, I think I posted that on Facebook somewhere. That's from Jim. I've seen a bunch that I thought was humorous, but I decided not to share them because, well, I thought they were very funny. They may or may not have crossed lines that I may or may not have wanted people to have to scratch their head and try to figure out what they meant. So I elected not to do anything with them. Ski Man says to Jose, nice Christmas tree. Yeah, we tried to take Christmas pictures last night with the iPhone. Usually we use the 35 millimeter. I'm sorry, the DLSR. Is that what it is, Jose? DLSR?
DSLR.
What is it? DSLR.
Oh.
That phone. Oh my gosh. Well,
Right.
Good night. English. See ya.
English. That's right, English. Screen share coming up.
Go right ahead. See, I find that funny. That is funny. There are people in the world, though, that will not find that funny.
Well, that's the people that have no sense of humor.
This is true. This is very true.
Tell you the truth.
Greg, do you have an update? Is Greg even here? Does anyone have an update on the game that's currently going on, which would be Baltimore, San Francisco? When I first checked it, it was 5-3. And I thought, oh, wow, they're playing baseball in December now. Nobody gets the baseball reference? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this is December 25th. I can't wait till the 31st to see how bad the bad jokes go over. Let me write down a note. Do what, Jose?
It's going to be epic.
Oh, it'll be epic, all right.
Yeah.
Epic and
Oh, Ski Man says that it's again, we have a baseball score, 13-12. Not quite as bad as 5-3. But wow, where's that? That's being played in San Francisco, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. Must be a defensive struggle. Are they playing like the third string quarterbacks on both teams, or what's going on? I really ought to go look it up, but I'm not going to.
Purdy's playing.
Well, he's not third string.
No.
Okay. Screen share coming up again.
And then go ahead. They had Kansas City. Yeah, I seen that one too. I seen that one with a lot of variations of the picture behind it. I actually seen this one as well. There was a couple of other ones that were pretty good, as I thought. One of them was sort of along the same lines as my T-shirt that's got the rat and the donkey on it. You got to think on that one. So
Not very long.
yeah,
Well,
no.
Speaking of t-shirts,
Uh-oh.
I got new ones.
You get a new one for. Did Santa bring you a new T-shirt?
Santa, well, not technically Santa, but I got 3 new ones.
Nice. I'm guessing they're upstairs in a box.
Nope. I brought them down here just for this occasion.
All right.
You want a spotlight?
No,
hell
people
yeah.
don't need to see my ugly face. There you go.
That's one. Hold on. 3 altogether. Hang on.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then this is my favorite of the bunch because I saved it for last.
Those are
All
cool.
right.
I like those. Looking at the picture that someone shared in chat, trying to make sense out of what it is. Let me see if I can download it and I'll share it to the group. Oh, I guess. Oh, a Florida reindeer. Okay. That's pretty good. Don't think that's going out over YouTube, and I know it's clearly not going out over Zoom. Now it's going out over YouTube, and Zoom is in the lower right-hand corner.
All right.
So I will share it with Zoom here next. Well, after 3 restarts today, my monitors are now all out of whack. What used to be right is now way wrong. Now it goes 1, 3, 5, 2, 4. I don't know why Zoom does that. If anyone can solve that problem and save me writing Doug an email, because he will get confused when I try to explain it to him. Now you guys should be seeing it as well. Now you don't see the Zoom over the reindeer right now, do you?
I don't
No.
see anything.
You don't see the big alligator with the crab?
Yeah.
Yeah, on Zoom I do, but not on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Oh, well, hang on. Because
It went away on YouTube.
oh, hang on. I got to remember. I think it's this one. Nope, it's not that one. Maybe this one.
There we go.
Right?
I have, with no questions to be asked, I have 2 daily Da Vinci scenes, and I wasn't sure which one it was. That almost looks like that could be used for a scene from Star Wars too. It looks like he might have a harness on back. Oh, those are bells. Okay, I got it. See, I'm not as slow as you think I'm not.
Oh. Hey, now that you mentioned it, that does look like a bell in the back.
Yeah, well, I was thinking it was something out of Star Wars for a brief second, but then upon further observation, pretty sure it's a bell. I'm going to go grab a bottle of water.
Well, I agree with that. You having said that, I'm not sure I would have immediately picked it out, but I think you are correct.
I am back. Bottle of water number 2. Jim caught my little thing that I said a while ago. Wow. Focus. Now it's going to raise my hand for me. Watch. Told you. Never fails. Trying to focus the doggone dumb thing and it raises my hand. Yes.
Okay.
Host, you have not Ken. You have your hand. Never, Ryan.
You can talk now.
Thank you. I think I'll put Greg in charge. Greg, you want to run the show for the next 8 minutes?
Sure.
It's all yours. Take it away.
I was busy today. Finished fixing my access to my outside faucet in the ceiling downstairs. Got it all trimmed out. Just got to caulk and touch up paint tomorrow.
Not supposed to work on Christmas.
Just another day to me.
I actually started looking into fixing the bathroom, washroom, closet door that broke when I passed out a couple weeks ago. They're spring loaded on the top. That's not a problem. Well, it is a problem. When I spring load the one and put it in the track, because the door's not in the bottom track thing, it doesn't stay in the track. The door weighs a ton, so I don't know how I'm going to do it. I think I've got to put it in the bottom one first and then figure out a way to do the top 2 second.
Okay,
But for
what
right
kind
now,
of a
we're
door?
good. Huh?
What kind of a door?
It's one of those ones that, it's open like this or it's closed, and then when you open it, it folds back. There's a specific name for it, but I can't think of what it is.
Called the bifold door.
That is it. Our host has it correct. Yes. It is called a bifold door. The bottom thing is only about 2.5, maybe 3 inches long, and it's not a closed track. It's an open track. And it really looks like it's zippered, kind of is the only way I know to describe it. And it looks like you put the thing that goes down into it and then push it up in there and it locks in place. That's what it looks like. Now, I'm no door expert. You think I have experience at this? I have 0 experience at repairing things.
I'd like to have
some kind of adjuster wheels were either. Yeah. Well, before I fell into said door, it worked perfectly fine. There was no issues whatsoever. Now there's all kind of issues.
Dutch door in my room.
A Dutch door?
Yeah, that's about half where bottom opens or the top opens. That
No.
way I can keep Max in the room if I need to.
I could do a
Okay,
live
thanks,
stream on
Tom.
trying to repair just to get some giggles out of things, but possibly. Now, see, the problem with me doing that is I'd have to figure out a way to run a long cord from here to there so I can have a monitor in there so I can monitor chat with all the wonderful suggestions on how to fix the problem. Josh Kinder says he'll come over and fix it for me. Fix up the house. The house is fine, Josh. It's just a door.
I'd take a chainsaw and cut the door in half.
We could do the way I thought about doing it was just going and buying a shower curtain pole and just putting a curtain up. And when she wants to get in there, she can pull the curtain back. And that did not go well.
Down.
Yeah, I have a door between the laundry room and the garage I need to fix. What has happened? There's a little sweep on the bottom of the door that seals it against cold.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And for some, and it slides on like that. And for some reason, when everything got repaired after the fire, they just stapled that on instead of actually nailing it in or screwing it in. And something happened and it worked its way loose. So now it has come off. Well, I can slide it back on, but the way that the door opens, I only have like that much room to try to get up under it and nail it.
Right.
And
You don't
it
have to
has
nail
two
it.
spring-loaded hinges on the door. That door before the fire had a closer at the top. It was standard door closer sort of thing we're all familiar with. When they replaced it, they didn't do that. They put spring-loaded hinges on it. So to take this off, and it's a heavy door, it's a fire-rated door. It's going to take 2 people to do it. So I'm not quite sure how to
Ski
do it.
Man's
I've been
asking if
trying to
it's got
think
a
of ways
piston.
I can put that back on underneath there and get it to fasten
You can use
without having to nail it.
You can use construction adhesive.
There's an idea.
Well, that's a thought.
That's what I did with mine when I replaced my threshold. It hasn't come off.
So I'm going to comment on something. Jim actually caught something I said a while ago. One of my favorite comedians was Chevy Chase, or still is Chevy Chase, although now that he's in his late 200s, he's not as funny as he used to be. But he used to slip in the wrong word. He would be saying something, and he would slip in the wrong word and keep right on going. And if you weren't paying attention, you'd be going like, "What did he just say?" I love that type of humor. I liked the opening bit on the early Saturday Night Lives when you'd be sitting there talking to his alleged girlfriend or wife or significant other, and he'd not realize he was actually live doing the news at that time. Cracked me up. Official Tim Tech, Merry Chris. So Tim's changed his name again. Hello, Tim. Or maybe he didn't change it. Maybe it's just showing up that way. Says, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and how I am fine, Tim. Thank you. How are you? I hope you had a good Christmas with your family. Haven't seen Bobby Warren in a while. I hope he's okay. Looking forward to next week to see some people that are kind of scheduled to be here. Jackie Gleason. Yeah, Jackie Gleason was good. I was a child back then, so my humor hadn't developed yet. Okay, I know some of you, if not all, are going to say my humor has still not developed. Well, have you know, the one person I need to make laugh the most laughs a lot, and as long as she's laughing, I'm happy. So if it weren't Christmas, I'd say something. Remind me on Sunday night to reflect back to that comment. And I'll say it then because it's New Year's. But remind me on Sunday 9 to 12, though, not 12 to 9, because 12 to 9 will be a new year, and I want to start the year off right. I just thought of a hilarious thing for that. I don't want to discuss it live. If I give it away live, nobody will show up. Yeah, Gleason was funny. I watched some old Lost in Space episodes, the black and white variety, the other night. I forget what.
With Bill Mummy?
Yeah. Yes, actually. It was different. And then right after that, they had the old I call it animatration, I don't know. It's where they had robots. Danger, danger. Will Robinson.
about
That's it. That's a
animatronics?
rough English for me. Go ahead, Jim.
You talking about animatronics?
Well, maybe, yeah. If you guys seen it, you would recognize it. It was a very popular. It was based in space. It was a space traveling type show. I don't think I can
What
find
movie
it.
have you?
No, it was a series. It wasn't a movie. It was a TV series.
Yeah,
They made it into a movie.
it's not 2000 space. I know what you're talking about. One of the reviews movies with two robots.
Yep.
Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that, but it was close.
Lost in Space with the robot with the two arms. And...
Nope. It was all cartoon. What I would call cartoonish.
Okay.
How do you say that word, Jim?
I said animatronics.
Animatronics.
Was it Jetsons?
Sort of like the Disney.
It was not the Jetsons, Christopher. Animatron. I bet I can't spell that.
Yeah. There'll be a spelling test at the end of the stream.
Oh, you absolutely will be.
I'll absolutely fail it.
Quote, Danger Will Robinson is from
Lost
Robot.
in Space.
Lost in Space.
Right.
All right, kids. For the rest of you who are slow in the draw, there you go.
Wasn't that Guy Williams starred in that?
There you go. In the YouTube chat.
YouTube chat. Okay. I get Wikipedia still can't be sold.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. Is Musk selling Wikipedia now?
Scroll down. Scroll down.
I'm
Jeez.
scrolling.
Yeah, the male lead in
They're
Lost
always
in Space.
asking for donation at Christmas. Elon Musk owns Wikipedia.
I'm all the way to the bottom and I haven't
No.
seen it yet. No, I was making a joke, Chris.
It's right there at the very first two paragraphs.
First two paragraphs. Okay, let me go back to the top. I will
The
have to go
male lead
find
in
it.
Lost in Space was Guy Williams, who also played Zorro back in
Yeah.
the day.
That's what I was thinking.
He was born Armando Joseph Catalano. Took the name Guy Williams.
No, the studio probably came up with that for him.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the type of stuff they did at Disney World, Disneyland, the Small World thing?
No, it was a TV show. I'll figure out what it was. I probably won't be able to do it while we're live. Although I am going to go a little bit over. Mrs. K said she might join. So I'm giving her.
I remember that Disney World, Small World. I barely remember that.
Oh, I remember the Small World.
That's a classic example of
Mystery,
animatronics.
Mystery Theater 2000 or something like that.
No, it might have been on there, but I'm pretty sure it was a standalone show. Pretty sure, not 100% sure, just pretty sure.
Oh, are you talking about the Jetsons?
That was not a cartoon. It was all. It's like claymation. That's a better explanation. It was like claymation.
You had a robot named Gizmo or Gadget, wherever.
Wait a minute.
Nope.
It wasn't.
That's
anything?
a cartoon, and you're thinking of what's the name of that one? The girl, Katie Seagal, Peggy from Married with Children. Katie Seagal. She voiced the female character, one of the female characters in there.
Are you thinking about Animaniacs?
Nope. It was
This was a
based
series?
it was based on space travel.
Based on space travel.
Yep.
You're not talking about the kind of things like Captain Scarlet and the Mysteryons, are you?
Can you show me a picture or something, and I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Because I'm like 0 for 35 on my search. Small World played in my head 100 times. I could not sleep that night. We visited at the Polynesia in Disney. So I have fond memories of It's a Small World because when we went there for our class trip, I met a young lady from Florida, and we went through It's a Small World several times because there are certain places in It's a Small World. It was rather dark, and you can figure the rest out on your own.
Okay, let's go with this. Hang on a second. I'm going to put another one in chat. So just in YouTube chat, give me a second. And they refer to this particular one as marionettes. Hold on.
Now that's a possibility. I didn't think about
Hold
that.
on.
And
Hold
besides, marionettes is such a big word for me to say. It's not in the English language.
All right, try that. If you go to that page, you scroll down a bit, there's a video that shows you I believe it's referred to as marionettes.
And I
See,
keep
if
getting
you
the
scroll
pop-ups
down,
wanting money.
yeah, well, that's besides the point. You have to scroll down to the section where it says puppet design.
Puppet design, yeah, that looks relatively.
If you play that
close.
video,
I'm gonna play the video. Yes, this is it.
Captain Blue.
So what was the name of the show?
Is anything
that's
wrong?
Captain Scarlet
No,
and the
Captain,
Mysteryons.
just checking.
Okay, so that was on MeTV the other night, right after Lost in Space, and man, I had to laugh.
Yeah, the Super Marionation is what they called it.
Okay. Well, Wintermute's got some competition.
Do you remember Space Ghost?
I do actually. I like Space
Yes.
Ghost.
Yeah.
I thought that was Johnny Quest, Space Ghost. I like those. I'm not sure why. Rat Patrol. I love the TV show Rat Patrol. Yeah. I do remember it. Looks like she is not going to make it. I'll give her a couple.
Do you
more
remember
minutes.
Ultraman?
Ultraman?
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
God, that was back in the 60s?
Late 60s, early 70s, I think.
So what?
And there's
Okay,
definitely
without
Japanese.
googling it, what is your first cartoon you remember from the 70s?
From the
Yeah.
70s.
There.
Shit.
Don't remember any from the 70s.
Really?
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo. Exactly. Scooby-Dooby-Doo,
Yeah,
where
that's-
are you?
sounds
That
right.
from the 70s? I remember that. Favorite Muppets and Two Old Men at the Scene. Yeah, the Two Old Men were hilarious. My Favorite Martian, another show that I used to like to watch. Wasn't that Bill Bixby?
Yeah.
Bill
Yeah.
Bixby and
Ray Walton.
Ray Walton, yes.
Yeah, Ray Walston.
What kind of dog was Scooby Doo?
Cartoon.
Cartoon.
He's a hound.
See?
He's
Chris, you don't want to ask a bunch of old men questions like that because
What did
we
they
think
say?
alike.
He's a foxhound. Pretty sure. Kind of looks like one anyway.
Looked like a boxer in some ways to me.
Ski Man says he was a Great
Dane.
Dane.
That,
Yeah, I heard
that could be.
Great Dane.
that could be.
possible.
I still
I
like.
had a Great Dane.
I like
one
cartoon.
time.
Look
Not
more
very
like a
long.
Heinz 75.
Great Dane was too much dog for me.
In the other
Yeah.
70s was, and I think they were actually in the 60s, was the Bugs Bunny and the Looney Tunes.
Bugs Bunny was way before that. Bugs Bunny was like the 40s.
Really?
They used to play them in the movie theater.
I didn't real. I knew Mickey Mouse came from the early 30s.
Oh, no. Bugs Bunny is a lot older than you think it is.
Okay. Elmer Fudd, Daffy.
Yep.
Oh.
Looney Tunes.
Hunting rabbits.
I'm hunting rabbit. Shh. Yeah,
Should have taken that left
I like
point
how
at
he did.
Albuquerque.
What was the
Yeah,
name of
yeah.
the Martian?
Marvin the Martian.
Marvin the Martian.
Yeah.
Q-36 explosive space modulator.
Yeah, it looked like it had a little Roman hat with the thing down the middle.
Yeah, a brush.
A brush, right? Yeah, exactly. A broom, a little brush broom or something.
Yep.
So you do realize these conversations are, well, look, Mr. Star Wars joins us. Hello, Steve. I'm sorry. Hello, Galen.
Hello.
Star Wars, my ass. Don't you know your Babylon 5?
Yeah.
Apparently I don't. You know what? I'll put myself in timeout. I'm so sorry. I don't know my Babylon. What? My what?
Babylon
That's
5.
that sci-fi TV show.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have the bell now. If someone else decides to come in, we will know. Doggone, what the hell did I just do? I have the Florida reindeer showing on my screen. Okay. Not sure how that happened. But anyway, how are you, Galen?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good. Merry Christmas, by the way.
Merry Christmas to you.
Now, Galen, I'm taking as a reference to the show itself. Don't take my head off, please.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Look at Jim. He's so reserved. He's like, yes, it is.
He's a techno mage.
The force is weak with me. Oh, yes. The force is very, very weak with me. Buck Rogers in the 25th century. I do vaguely remember seeing a failed, I believe it was NBC series about that. If you get a chance to look up a television show that was on ABC, I believe in 2019, called Emergence. It only lasted one season. That is worth a watch.
Now, Buck Rogers was in print a long time ago. I don't know when they came out. I remember having little books that were about 2.5 inches high, maybe 1.5 inches thick. It was Tommy Tailspin, Buck Rogers, and some others. And those little books were popular in the 30s and the 40s, and somehow I got my hands on some of them when I was a kid and read a lot of stuff out of them. And one of them was Buck Rogers.
I remember comic books as a kid.
Did you ever read?
Me?
Yeah.
As little as I had to. Oh, seriously.
Spelling? You know, that's one of the things I never got into, the whole comic book thing. I never got into that.
I had a few. I avoid spelling like the plague. I can't spell at all. I was the type of student in school when they had the mandatory spelling bees, they would say, your word is cat. Cat. Sit down. I hated spelling. I didn't read.
I read the entire Foundation series trilogy.
Yep.
For some reason,
go ahead, Sin.
Comic books, none of that stuff worked on me.
I got little bits and pieces from what the hell was that guy's name? That wrote about the Middle Earth and shit.
J.R.R. Tolkien.
Yeah.
Yeah, J.R.R.
Tolkien. Yeah, I read a little bit of his stuff. But the one I liked the most was a guy by the name of Eco. Umberto Eco was his name. He was Italian, and he wrote a movie that was made once called The Name of the Rose. And then he also wrote The Pendulum, which was a better book, but nobody's made a movie of that yet.
I don't know that I didn't like to read. It's just something I never did, to the point where when I got into middle school and freshman, sophomore English, it was mandatory. You had to do book reports.
Oh God, that
believe me when I tell you, comic books do not qualify as books.
No, No,
At
they
least
don't.
according to Mrs. White, they did not qualify as books.
And I believe that.
I tried to convince her 3 separate times, and I failed all 3 times. So
I used to actually read a lot until we started doing the book report stuff, and then I was just like, that killed any joy of reading.
right. Yeah, I didn't read a lot, and that you're right, it did. And then the other thing she wasn't real fond about is when you know how most books have the little synopsis on the inside cover? That didn't go well either.
Yeah, I'm sure it didn't.
I hated English in high school until my junior year of high school, and then we got a brand new 22-year-old grad female, Mrs. Pope. That was the only thing that was bad about her. She was a Mrs. Pope, not a Miss Pope. And man, I suddenly had an interest in English.
Yes, I'm sure there were huge tracts of land involved.
Yeah.
Tell me. Go ahead and lie to me.
Oh, I can't.
I had an English teacher who was a black woman and probably in her mid-20s at best. And yeah. Whew. That's all I'll say.
Debbie Pope. You know when you can remember her full name that I barely got out of English with the D, but I made it. Thunderbirds was from the 1960s puppet animation, according to our good friend in California, Long Dog. Ski Man also hated book report. Yeah, you had to stand in front of the whole class, and heaven forbid you won the book report contest that I could care less about, because then you got to stand up in front of the whole school in the gymnasium and recite your book report, and that was never going to happen.
No.
The only way I enjoyed being in front of people was on the basketball court, because I did not realize there were people in the stands. I know that's odd, but
series that I tried reading was Stephen King's The Dark Tower. I got through 4 volumes of that and started the 5th and never could finish that book. Never. I've tried a couple times. It's just.
BH Ringer drops us a link in chat. Dimebag Coins is doing a series of readings of Foundation Trilogy on his YouTube channel, and he supplied the link. Thank you, BH. I appreciate that. I've not read. I really have had bleeding thoughts of reading. And if anyone can guess what's on my mind to read, I will be impressed. But I did like Stephen King's The Stand. I thought that was a pretty good series as well. I don't know about the remade one they did. I'm not big into these things being remade. 23-12 football score, 11:52 to go in the third quarter.
There are not a lot of remakes that work out.
Well, all they do is they change the actor and actresses, and they pretty much stick to the same basic storyline and plot. And you're right, they just do not work out.
I can think of one exception.
I'm all ears.
Battlestar Galactica.
Mm-hmm.
The remake
they redid Battlestar Galactica?
Yeah, in 2003.
Yeah.
Okay, once again, I'll put myself in timeout.
Hold on. If you only know the Battlestar Galactica from the 70s, you need to absolutely watch the remake they did in 2003. It is a hell of a lot better.
Is it the entire series, or is it the movie, or what is it?
Oh no, it went several years. I think 4 seasons. Yeah, it went 4 seasons.
4.
I can add that to my repertoire and watch it on a cold and snowy day.
Yeah, Battlestar Galactica from the 2003 remake is tremendously better than the one from the 70s. And the one from the 70s lasted maybe one season, two at the most.
Couple, I think.
That sounds interesting.
I will look into it. Looks like Mrs. K is not going to make it. Maybe she'll just join us afterwards. We've been actually a little over 45 minutes now. This is good prep for the 12-minute stream coming up in a week. I like it. No? Nobody caught that?
Yeah.
I will download a laughter track. Canned laughter, which I absolutely cannot stand. Ski Man put a link into something for Wiki Battles. We'll see what this is all about.
Yeah, Wiki.
Battlestar Galactica 2004. Okay.
Yeah, 2004. I was off by a year. There's the IMDb link.
You've been recording this the whole time.
I'm not recording it. No. So where'd you drop the IDB, whatever that link is, Jim?
YouTube.
Okay, got it.
You
the
will
Bronx
not...
9 says the taking of Pelham 123 is pretty good. I would agree with that. John Travolta.
Yeah, I never saw the remake.
And Denzel Washington. Speaking of Denzel Washington, I've got to look into, I can't remember if it's Netflix or Amazon Prime is releasing The Equalizer 3 today. I think, because it was on the top of the list and everything below it was rent or buy. So I don't know if it's rent or buy or not.
It'll be rent or buy.
Will it? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought the first one was good, and the second one was so-so. So I don't know. I'm waiting to see on the third one. One of his best movies I liked was Man on Fire. I don't know if anyone's seen that or not.
Yeah, many times.
I thought that was pretty good. And then there's another one he does where he's a detective in Miami, I think it is, and he may or may not be crooked. You get the thought he might be, but then you think he might not be. I can't think of the name of it.
I think it's called Out of Time.
Well, I thought Out of Time was where he played the time traveler, where he went back and prevented the bomb going off on the ship.
Yeah, that's what I thought that was too.
You know, we're ruining next week. This would be a really good topic for the 12-second debacle of next weekend.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to want to join us now. So I am going to wrap up the live stream. Mrs. K can join Zoom. B.H. Ringer said, I enjoyed the Orville with Seth MacFarlane. Now, I tried to watch the Orville, and it just didn't click with me, I guess is the way to put it.
Jesus.
Wow, Ski Man's got some competition. He has 475 movies in Voodoo, never heard of it, and mostly in high def, but maybe 50% 4K. Keeps him busy. Yeah, 475 movies would keep anybody busy. Anyway, thank everyone that joined us on the YouTube live stream. This has been 7 minutes. We will be an hour. So that's good. We'll see what the numbers reflect. See everyone briefly tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, as you know, we're going to go see Trans-Siberian Orchestra at 3 o'clock. We figure it's going to be over between 5:30 and 6, and then we're going to go to dinner. So I should be on time at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. The rest of the week should be 9, all the way through Sunday night's debacle.
Right.
Should be. Except for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, where I'm now going to vary the time because someone said, right. Good night. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Sam, William, Jeff, Sin, Galen. Still know who that is, but okay. Anyway, Jim, Darren, Jose, Chris, YouTube, thank you so much. Pressing the said button now. Or I can pull a Doug Betts. Oh, speaking of Doug Betts, let's do the end of stream.
Believe it or not,
I
think I made progress.
I think he played Fortnite tonight. Oh, I forgot. I haven't changed. I'll shut up because they can still hear my voice. Do the Chevy Chase where they're standing there and he's going to hit the ball blindfolded. Kind of hard for me to hit the ball with you talking. Okay, I'm not talking. Oh, this is an old version. This has got Hamilton for Mike Wojcik. Oh, did I do the wrong one?
Everyone's